Hey there, comic book fans. We're back with the second half of the first week of March. And we're going to start right out with Green Arrow number 7.
No, I didn't like this. I don't like this comic, you know? I mean, I came into Green Arrow going, yeah, Green Arrow, woo, Trick Arrow's awesome. And then I was on like a level plane with this because I usually say, oh, and then it goes downhill from there. It wasn't like I was at the top of the hill. I was like, I don't know, on a platform, and then I just got very abruptly pushed off of said platform, and now I'm plummeting at high speeds down.
Even with the new creative team.
Even with the new creative team.
Yeah.
I don't like this book. The art is the only thing that I don't mind about it, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't like it because I don't know why Ollie's doing what he is. I mean, because didn't the whole ship thing and getting lost on the island, didn't that never happen? I mean, did that happen at all?
I don't know.
Because they haven't discussed it at all. So
yeah,
we don't know why he's Green Arrow.
Right. What drives him to right wrongs?
Yeah.
To be the righteous person that he was?
I'm not saying that Ollie was ever a smart person, but to me, this Green Arrow seems kind of stupid.
Well, he's younger.
I know he's younger, but he seems stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't seem younger, and, well, he does seem younger, but he doesn't seem less wise or less experienced. I mean, he does seem less experienced, but he just seems stupid. He doesn't, I mean, yeah. It feels like we're going back in time. Every time he puts on the costume, it's closer and closer and closer to the first time he's done this, because, I don't know, he just seems really stupid. And as for the ideas, I guess they're okay. The whole triple Skylar thing, yeah, whatever, I guess. I don't like this comic that much.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, this first issue, the opportunities that may have been there with the new creative team, I don't think have been grasped completely. Because of my prior knowledge of reading Ann Nessetti's work, that's the writer, I'm expecting there to be something. There really wasn't necessarily in this one. So I'm looking forward to the next issues to see if something comes as a surprise to us, or is different, or is unique, or something about these new characters that have been introduced. I think Ethan is right in the fact that Ollie doesn't work as a young man, really. To me, he doesn't work as a young man. Part of what made Ollie Green Arrow interesting was he always seemed to be not an old guy, but some level of wisdom. Now, does he always make good choices? No, he doesn't always make good choices. But he always seemed to have some level of wisdom, and there is none of that.
Nope.
You know, and that's beyond me joking about him having the beard and whatnot, which I still think he needs to have.
Yeah.
But really, even if he was wearing the beard in this, it would still be not good.
Not good. Nope.
There's some things about this issue in particular I thought were kind of silly. The fact that he's standing in the building and he's looking at paper memos from work, which makes no sense because, you know, he's Q-Core. They give us the impression that it's basically the equivalent of like,
it's like Apple
Macintosh,
on steroids.
right? It's like Apple. So it's all this Q stuff instead of I stuff. So it's kind of silly to be hanging on paper. That was just kind of a funny thing. You read that and kind of go, oh, why is he throwing paper on? Other than for the effect of throwing paper on, because he'd look really silly throwing tablets all over the place probably. But there's some cool stuff in this. The artwork I both like and not like. It's super, super busy. It's really, 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 really busy. Almost too busy. It's like the artist for Red Hood and the Outlaws. If he drank way too much coffee and had to add a bunch of extra lines to his work, it's kind of what it reminds me of. I mean, like I said, I like it and I don't like it at the same time. Chances are I won't be dropping this. Ethan doesn't like the book, but even if it's bad, I probably won't drop it because it's Green Arrow. And
I guess that's what we thought of the Teen Titans.
I collect Green Arrow. Yeah, there's a difference. There's a huge difference between Teen Titans
no doubt.
and Green Arrow for me. I'll probably continue to keep buying and continue to complain about it, which of course is probably the wrong way to get something different to happen.
Yeah.
I guess the way to solve it is to quit buying it all together and hope everybody else quits buying it and they figure out that if no one's buying it, that they need to do something different with it. I'm hoping that Ollie's Green Arrow is a big enough character, and supposedly last year they decided they were going to be invested in it enough that there needs to be a comic. So I don't know, but I'm willing to give the new people a shot to see what happens after it anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
What would you rate it?
2.
Yeah, week 2. Really week 2.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, next we have Punisher, number 9.
This is still an awesome comic.
Oh yeah.
Different artists in it. That was somewhat unfortunate, but I really like this book. It's so interesting how much we deal with the Punisher without actually dealing with the Punisher. That's pretty cool. But in this book, it's really interesting, I think.
Yeah.
He ends up with a team member.
I know.
But I love the language he uses with her because it's all military language, you know. They're Marines or like, you know. So.
But could this be the unthinkable? Could this be maybe a little bit of personality from Castle? Oh
he has lots of personality.
Oh no. Yes.
It's called Cold Steel and Lead.
That's not personality.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Well, you're right.
That's
But anyway,
Gun.
this is a pretty cool comic. It looks like the next couple issues are going to be sidetracked with team ups.
Yeah.
He's going to team up with Daredevil and Spider-Man coming up. I don't know how excited
That
I
could
am.
be good. That could be bad.
How excited
too,
am
though.
I am. I like those characters, but I don't read much of those characters and whatnot. And it always feels somewhat uncomfortable when he starts teaming up with other superpowered people.
Yeah.
But that's where he came from. You know, that's where the comic he's introduced at in the comics in the first place. Those comics. So anyway, I don't know. I can say a whole lot about this book. Beyond that, I really like it. I like him dealing with the bad guys and the way he's been doing it. Greg Rucka's run on this thing has just been great.
That's kind of what I expect from Rucka, though, because that one was really awesome too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Even if J.H. Williams hadn't been doing the art, I would still want to read that.
Sure, no doubt. Well, just like when he's doing the backup story that Collie Hammer was doing the artwork on with the Question and stuff, that was great. And we really liked his Crisis. Was it Crisis? He did the Revelations offshoot that had Huntress and Question and Savage and the whole Mark of Cain and all that stuff. That was pretty awesome too. So the guy's got some great stuff. That's why we started reading Punisher.
Yeah, pretty much, because
otherwise we'd have no interest in Punisher. But Rucka writing it made it pretty cool. Yeah. So what would you rank that issue of Punisher?
I give it a weak 4 or a strong 3.
Yeah, strong 3. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the regular artist back on the book and whatnot, but still really enjoying the heck out of the book. I love the 5 shots or 4 shots at 70 yards, that she makes, plugging the guys that were gonna mess with Castle. So that's Anyway, pretty cool stuff. And second to last, we're gonna talk about Stormwatch number 7. Now the team's established. What's going on?
It was kind of interesting. It was interesting to see Jenny because she's a Century baby.
Right.
So that's always cool because the Century baby's powers are always awesome. Obviously.
Well, I'm not sure we know a whole lot about her.
I think
so
hers
that's kind of
has
cool.
something to do with reality, obviously, with quantum something.
Right.
Which is why she and Martian Manhunter are working on the equations.
The mathematics.
The, really high
mathematics, right.
Mathematics that I can't ever see a 10-year-old doing.
Yeah.
But it was okay. Apollo still needs to get rid of his chin spike. I swear it gets bigger every issue.
Actually, I think it looks. Well, I thought actually with this artist, who's just a fill-in for now, along with the writer, they're just doing a couple issues, I think, before it goes on to the new team. I actually thought the larger chin spike actually looked better on his face than the little one. The little one just looked weird.
Yeah.
Whereas this one looked like it was more
like you're
part of
for
his
a beard.
Right. Well, part of his chin. So that was okay.
I guess.
Interesting story. I thought, down there in
yeah.
Chernobyl, and got this entity that's gonna their currency is gravity, so they're coming to our universe to take the gravity.
Yeah, that's awesome.
To mine the gravity. Holy crap! And what's that mean? And what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
I don't know. That was some pretty cool idea. Now, if nothing else, this book continues to maintain cool ideas. I'm going to enjoy it for that. If nothing else, because then I read the book and then I sit around and think about, oh wow, what does that really, what does that really mean? What's that going to be like and whatnot. So, yeah, I liked it for that, and yeah, it doesn't feel like a throwaway issue.
No, it doesn't.
You still get, the new team and the dynamics are starting to work themselves out. Midnighter and Apollo kind of jump off to do their own thing without asking or without letting the engineer know who's the leader of the team. So that's all.
I still like Jack, the guy who talks to cities.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome that because the city's all trash, the city is dying of cancer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That was pretty awesome.
Drop my comic books.
Sorry.
Dare you?
Yeah. So what'd you rate it?
3.
Yeah, 3.
Boy, it's just an average week, huh?
Yeah, nothing special.
Yeah.
Nothing special like Swamp Thing number 7.
Yes.
Oh, this comic. Okay, what do you
It's
think?
very, very, very cool. Very cool. His wheeling and dealing with the Grove to whether he's gonna get turned into Swamp Thing or not, and they're like, oh no, it's not gonna happen. You screwed this all up. This all is bad. It's all gonna end now, and it's your fault. Alec Hall, blah, and it's because you messed around with the evil witch and all of that. And him basically saying, that's not what's gonna happen here.
Screw you guys. There's still that plant stuff.
One canister. He's one canister.
Miracle Grow on steroids.
That's right.
The plant steroids.
Pops that open and boom!
Swamp Thing.
Pops out of
cool.
the little cabbage,
Just
the giant cabbage, and just starts skewering guys.
Yeah, that was so awesome. Oh, that was wicked.
And the art looks really cool.
Oh yeah.
And kind of twisted and all over the place.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. I love the scenes as he's talking with them and they're burning, how it's all wavy and how it's set up, how the panels are set up, how they don't really look like panels.
Right.
Yeah, that was awesome. I like his little wings. I mean, now the fact that he has wings, I just think it's good that they made the wings still look like plants and not just like green feathers, because it still looks like he's flying with a ton of leaves strapped to his back more than he's flying with a bunch of sickly green feather things.
Feather things, right. I thought the whole thing is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see what's going to happen next, though.
Yeah, after this whole crisis.
Well, okay, so now he's the creature. What's he gonna do now? Is he gonna go land in the middle of Death Valley where all the really, really bad stuff is and just try and fight the whole thing?
I don't think that'll work though.
That seems kind of suicidal, doesn't it?
Definitely.
And is he gonna get his lady friend back?
I don't know. Well, I think that would require going suicide into Death Valley.
Maybe.
Because she's the queen, dude. They have her in this giant
it's crazy.
thing.
It's crazy. The horror of it, the images of all these people running around their heads with their heads on backwards and stuff is just cool. No, it's just awesome.
Ew. Oh, it's awesome. It's just It's like a zombie apocalypse, but it's cooler. It's cooler than a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
and it feels a lot bigger.
Yeah, even this one, even this issue, didn't feel as big, as steamrolly as the last issue did, because it was all already happened, and most of it has to do with them kind of inside their minds in the Grove, watching their world fall apart and whatnot. But still, now we've busted out the monster. Let's go to town.
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of craziness is going to happen. So.
And it still retains its epic feeling of being, well, epic. I mean, it still has.
Not that we're going to abuse the word epic at all.
No, not. I mean, epic on a greater scale. It's like, it's like the actual. Oh, there's a word for it. It's not expression. Definition. The actual definition for awesome. I mean, it's awe-inspiring. It is. It feels like a huge, gigantic crisis, which is pretty awesome. And I like the fact that the green people mention the red, but when they mention the red, they don't go, "Oh yeah, we're on the best of friends." They don't like the red either. You might have even been able to beat the red besides the black. Yeah. I thought that was cool because I never figured that I always figured that the red and green were working with each other because
only because they have a mutual enemy.
Yeah, because the black, my enemy's enemy, is not my friend.
Yeah. But gotta remember, it goes back to the very first issue of Swamp Thing on this relaunch, where the narrative dialogue is talking about how the plants aren't just cute, pretty things.
Yeah.
They're eating stuff. They're destroying
killing each
stuff.
other. They're obliterating everything.
That
Yeah.
it's just as violent as anything else is. Yeah. So the plants would take over. If they could.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Anyway, so what would you rate it?
I'd give this comic like a strong 4 out of 5.
I give it a 4 also. So yeah, a whole lot of average comics. Some very lukewarms for you, and
then Animal Man and Swamp Thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Always a good week of comics because it's got Animal Man and Swamp Thing in it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We start out the review with an awesome comic and end the review with an awesome comic.
Yep. Well, I'm not 100% sure if I'll actually get this thing up and going before me and Ethan are going to be off to Emerald City Comic Con in Seattle for the, let's see, March 30th, 31st, and April 1st. So if, hopefully, like I said, hopefully this goes up before that, but then you won't see any kind of reviews come out of us for that weekend, but instead we'll be packing the camera with us while we're at the con. We'll record as much fun stuff as we can. Hopefully we'll get some people talking about some fun things and whatnot, and just bring you what that con looks like, or what it looks like for us anyway, depending on how long the batteries last and our cards last, as far as how much we can record,
how much we can pack onto it.
Yep, how much we can record before we get it home and whatnot. But we're pretty excited about that, and we're excited to hopefully be able to show you some panels, show you what the con floor looks like. Maybe we'll actually get some creators on camera talking to us and whatnot. I'm not sure if I want to shove a camera in their face and talk to them or not yet.
Yeah.
Haven't decided that yet. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. At any rate, thanks a lot for watching us, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.